right. I don't know, it's about 10 minutes. I know the thing's about 10 minutes late because of how I was sidetracked or something else, but right now, I was sidetracked or something else, but right now, okay, we should be good. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hello, everybody. Grant here. Welcome to this weekend's live stream. And as you can see, we're, as advertised, and as you can all see here, we're back with the Zany Zoo build, which is meant to be a plant zoo build in the style of a TF2 control points map. Specifically, a more unorthodox one, similar to something like Steel or Hadel. Except it's with 5 points, and I'll give a bit of a summarization. At the start of the match, red and blue each have, of course, each will have control over the control point closest to their spawn, the one just outside their spawn, practically. Excuse me. But, and I must inform you this, all three middle control points, however, at the start of the match would be left ripe for the taking, so to speak. And because of that, like, it could start with, like, blue could grab this point first, or this point first. Or red could grab this point first, while blue tries to grab this point first. Even though it would be more difficult for blue to grab this point first, the teams could then strategize with, like, okay, well, best to get a sentry nest here or something, and so on. But, yeah. The last time we worked on Zany Zoo, like, I haven't worked on Zany Zoo at all in between streams because I was occupied with working on Combafauna and all that. But yeah, the last time we added in these West Indian manatees to what's going to be the tropical rainforest house. Actually, I still gotta get the spreadsheet out. Let's see here real quick. Oh wait, that's not the right spreadsheet. Hold on a second. Let me just open this up here. Look, I'm going to open up in my main Office software. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go, yeah. Had to pull up the spreadsheet again, but now we are looking at, and also for those who are wondering, who have not yet seen my previous Zany Zoo live streams, this part of the tropical rainforest house was a pain in the ass to make because trying to get these manatees in here was a nightmare. These are from a mod, a great mod, of course, and yeah, because there isn't really any aquarium type stuff in Plant Zoo aside from the seals, the 2 seals, like rather the gray seal and the California sea lion. So I think this is like based off the gray seal, and that's why it took a while for it to get in here. But yeah, and if you're wondering why there isn't even like a house built around this, that's because I'm trying to get all the animals in first, and then add the finishing touches later on. Same here to an extent with the saltwater crocodile pond. Yeah. So, with that out of the way, however, and of course we got some smaller critters in here. Then, of course, the tropical rainforest house will make up, like, the middle control point. But, anywho, next up, I'm thinking next we need to put something around, Because we have an outdoor control point here. Like, the middle one's supposed to be like an indoor control point. But since that one's an outdoor control point, I want to maintain a good amount of symmetry here, so this will be outdoor too. Because of that, I'm thinking next we could probably... I'm thinking we could put like a Arctic house, like a polar house right here. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Or, let me think for a moment. I mean, Christ, it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit out here. Thank God in this area of New Mexico, they probably won't get too much humidity. That'd be practically a death sentence for anybody visiting this zoo. Also, Zany Zoo would probably act a lot like Freaky Fair, in which there'd be like MVM, Man vs. Machine type upgrades. I mean, if it was up to me making the map, that's what I would do. And like, these are supposed to represent like zookeeper buildings on each side of the map as well. With these are like places like this research center. I eventually plan to also serve. That will also eventually serve as spawn rooms. So here, there, and here. Yeah. Okay, so, but let me take a look at the document again. So if I take a look, okay, so. But let me see if there's anything else that would fit into the tropical rainforest house first, because I think there is enough room to put at least one more critter there. Just not sure who yet. Okay, red-eyed tree frog. Okay, that's already... I'm also filling in the spreadsheet here, so... Center. Alright, that one's in the center. Same goes for the West Indian manatee, Western diamondback rattlesnake, saltwater crocodile. Well, the platypus we should probably put in next, that, now I think about it, because of how close this is salty. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that'll probably be the final part of the tropical rainforest house. Alright, no, wait, but... Except platypuses live in more temperate areas along the eastern coast of Australia, and I think Tasmania too. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, including the island of Tasmania. I mean, on the Plant Zoo Wiki, it has both temperate and tropical. If I take a look at the platypus's native range... Okay. Okay, although, now I think about it. Okay, let me just finish filling this in first. Okay, there. Egyptian fruit bat, that's also part of this. Okay. Oh, the American bullfrog, that's also part of this. Actually, now I think about it. Yeah, so it's actually more like a wetlands type house anyways, so... Tropical rainforest wetlands type house, so... These are bullfrogs though, right? I believe so. Where are the bullfrogs? American bullfrogs? That's weird. Okay, let me just finish filling this in. Green anaconda, that's part of this. Oh, boom sling, yeah, definitely. Okay, because they also have other Australian animals that are planned to be part of this, like red-necked wallaby, because, you know, its relations to Saxon Hale, Australium, and that kind of stuff. Red-necked wallaby, red kangaroo, emu. No, wait, emus aren't going to be a part of this, actually. No, they aren't. Surprisingly enough. Like, I already have finalized the list. I'm just trying to figure out where to put everybody. The koala's definitely going to be part of this, so... Either koala or platypus. Actually, there'll probably be enough room for both. Yeah, now I think about it, that makes sense. Yeah, I could probably just place them 2 slots here. And this could lead into the Australia section here. Yeah, I could make that work. Alright, it's decided then. Alright. Yeah, these are null barriers for now. The actual barriers will come in soon enough. The platypus will probably go here while the, Actually, no. The platypus could go here, and the koalas can go here, since they would probably have seasonal outdoor access, right? Let me take a look here. Actually, from what I've heard, haven't, like, invasive red foxes been able to, like, even, like, take out koalas by climbing into trees? Like, red foxes, like those invasive ones in Australia, basically evolving to go after them. Now I think about it. Let's see here. Yeah, I can make this work still. So long as the koalas don't end up wandering into the salty enclosure. Yeah, this should work just fine, so yeah. Or actually, yeah, I think I'll firstly... Okay, so let's see here. First of all, let's just stretch this out. Okay, so now, actually, now I think about it. Okay, and now, I believe we'll just need to... Actually, first of all, let's just place this one. See here. Okay, now let's go down to here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that looks decent. So now... Yeah, and from here could transition into the Australia side of things. Like, maybe a side here I could put for, like, fill them with, like, kangaroos and wallabies here. That sounds about right, yeah. Yeah, it seems about right. So let's just place that right. Okay, let's just place that. Okay. So... Okay, so let's just... I think it's safe to probably make this a chain. Okay, let's try this again. Actually, I mean, does a platypus need to be... I don't think a platypus habitat needs to be that big. Although, what do most platypus habitats in zoos look like? Let's see here. Sanctuaries. Okay, so the San Diego Zoo, Wildlife Park, whatever, is the only one. Is the only one that actually has box. Why am I saying box? But anywho, so let me just what do their platypus exhibits look like? Let's see here, platypus cam. All right, let me take a quick look at that. Okay. Funnily enough, the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance's Australian forest area of the facility has like only 2 key species, platypus and koala. So if it, okay, so all right, then anywho, with that out of the way, let's finish this up. No, I can see what. Actually, I know why that's not going to work now. So, yeah, you know what? I could still make this work. So, chain link. No, not chain link. Yeah. So. Like, I can also see, like, some, like, here's where, like, a medium health kit would go and such. Well, on this side, you would probably see, like, a medium ammo kit. You get the idea. Ammo pack, health pack, you get the idea. Yes, so... Okay, so I'm thinking koalas here. Or platypus here. That makes sense. Actually, let's just, shrink that a bit more. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. And then the koalas will be further out here. That seems about right, yeah. The koalas can be led out to here. Well, the kangaroos and wallabies could be over here. That sounds about right, yeah. Which in that case, actually... Or... Actually, now I think about it, they're still going to have to find a way in. So in that case, actually, this shouldn't be too big of a problem here. I could just go with... Nope, not like that. Nope. Right. Close one there. Or, Actually, let's just get rid of these. Right there. Okay, so let's just... Okay, let's see here. Okay. Actually, I got an idea. Hold on a second. This needs to be made. Yeah, this. Right. There we go. Same here. Or actually, or maybe they can be made out of concrete instead. That looks a little better, yeah. Maybe I can make it out of concrete too. And now, just go to here with the concrete, and now just... Oh, no, I need concrete. Actually, there we go. So now... Let's also go to here with the concrete too. There we go. And now, we just need to get some windows in here. So let's make this null, as well as this 2 null. Okay, yeah, and then of course the and like similar to here, there's going to be like a camera. Like here we have, this is supposed to be like a little habitat view camera. I'm thinking like this will be like a aesthetic of element in like the visitor room or something here. That's something I'll probably go with as well, yeah. But first of all, let's just split this in 2. right there, okay? Let's just, actually, yeah, sure, let's go with that. And now, just get the, does it have to be that, or... Right there. So this will be the platypus side, this will be the koala side, probably. So now, yeah, this is where it would, okay, whoop, oops. Okay, now it's just, now, wait, hold on a second. What's the platypus's? Okay, land area and water area. 80 square meters and then 90 square meters. Okay, quick check. How big would this be? Hold on a second. I'm just gonna. Actually, how big would this be? This would be 196. So, yeah, it's actually going to need to be a bit bigger than I expected. I can still make this work, though. So let's just make this a little bigger. $372. Yeah, this is a much better size. So, thinking then I'll just. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see this for reference. This would be 224 meters. That's actually pretty good. Okay, yeah. Let's just go to here. Okay, yeah, so... Okay, so now... that out of the way, let's then... move things over to the chain link. Or actually, maybe I could probably put red kangaroos here, around here and such. Maybe have this be like Africa? Yeah, I could probably make that work. Let's see how well this would work with, like, Australian animals. Okay, Oceanian animals, yeah. So, let's see here. So, red kangaroo. Yeah, it's compatible with both... red-necked kangaroos are compatible with both redneck wallabies and koalas. Koalas are compatible with red kangaroos. Redneck wallabies are compatible with... yeah, as well as emus, but... okay, yeah, I think I got an idea. I got an idea then, yeah. So let's just instead... okay. Okay, let's just... So, let's see here. Of course, I won't have this directly linked to the saltwater crocodile enclosure, but I will still go for, like... yeah, so let's just... Actually, these probably shouldn't be super close to the, hold on a second. Yeah, it's a little better. Let's just move this back just a little bit. Okay, now, instead of... yeah, you know what, let's change this here. Okay, so let's just go to there and place him there. Yeah, this could be like a multi-species exhibit as it extends outwards. I like that idea, actually, yeah. Here, the platypus can go here, or as here you can get the koalas, red kangaroos, and yeah, I like it. In wintertime, the koalas can just go inside here. I really like this idea. So, like here I'll have a better fencing later on, but for now, it should be enough space. So now... let's just, yeah, there should be more than enough space. Let's see how big that makes. There we got, yeah, over 1,400 square meters. That looks good. You smell. Okay, let's see here. So now we just need to... that looks good. So now, let's just... yeah, here's the Australia part. Again, I plan on, like, a polar house being placed somewhere here. And again, like on this kind of map, you would have to capture all 3 of these points in whatever order you wish before you can capture the enemy spawn points. Alright, so now... yeah, we'll place some chainmail there. And now, let's see here. Red kangaroos and that kind of stuff they would want. Let's try and find... I want to try and find some trees. Well, actually, now I think about it, like... Yeah, like, we don't need to have, like, trees native to the area here. Mostly. And I believe, last I checked, let me just take a look here at the settings. Game, enabled, zoo visitors, sandbox, individual zoo settings, animal settings. I believe it was... Yeah, enable animal plant need. I got rid of this because I didn't think it made too much sense. Like, terrain and temperature, that kind of stuff I was fine with, but the plant needs, not really. Here, though, I do think it makes a bit more sense. So, let's go to Australia because of quality in eucalyptus. So, and let's face it, Saxon Hale, or actually not Saxon Hale, Marasmus, the guy running this zoo, would definitely have the money to pay for it. Although he'll then owe even more back to the Russian or Japanese mafias. This is an old beaver dam thing I built, but ever since I scrapped that project idea, largely so. Okay, yes. Sycamore maple? No. Yucca, yeah. Eucalyptus. There we go. Stringy wood, rainbow. Yeah, so we need... These are a bit too tall. I think at least some eucalyptus trees are necessary in some shape or form. Oh, this one's absolutely fucking huge. Nope, too big. This is probably small enough. One of these. And probably one of these. Yeah, that looks good. So now, again, this will be the indoor parts. So let's also place some. Let's get some. What's this? I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like some monkey species or whatever. Like this, I can tell is like. This looks more like a zebra head, but it says African animal sign. Yeah, giraffe obviously, lion obviously, elephant obviously. Okay, where is my... Where are you? Okay, so... Oh yeah, okay, habitat. Not going to ask what that is. Okay, red, the color red. Red kangaroo. Red-necked wallaby. Crikey, where's the red-necked wallaby? Or rather, at least on the filters list. Okay, that's concerning, but let's go to koala next. Letter K. Okay. Oh, no, Bennett's wallaby. That's what it's supposed to be called. I guess. Yeah. let's firstly, large water bowl or, no, water trout large, yeah. Let's get a small one. Log shelter. It's actually like a kind of a fitting enclosure, but no. Okay, yeah, so now we need to get some arboreal platforms in here. I gotta make a climbing frame. These are always a pain in the ass to handle, so that's why I'm just using the presets for this. So, this is actually pretty reasonably sized. That's too big. Definitely too big. Like, this one's pretty reasonably sized, so we can place that there. Small animal climbing frame. You could probably also hook these together like so. Yeah. Lemur climbing frame? Okay, that's way too big. Koalas don't brachiate. That's not... Gibbons do that. Okay, grazing ball feeder. That's definitely something the macropods would want, so to speak. Again, this is way too big. Okay, yeah, let's just place that right connection in. Oh, Eucalyptus tree feeder? There, now, that's obviously going right in here. I'm just going to place the trees. And we're just going to lower this down a little bit. Lower it. That is not what I had in mind, but I guess we'll have to do. Yeah, let's do that. And again, like, during the warmer months, either koalas could come out here and such. Where is it? Okay, let's get some of these larger ones out here too. So, let's see. Let's find a large... Yeah, something like this. That's something the koalas would like. So let's just place it right there. That does not look right. Hmm. This doesn't look right. Okay, looks like I'll have to sink this into the ground a little bit. There we go. That looks alright. Again, the small brachiation frame just doesn't look right. Kind of surprised it has like the koala tag on it, but I mean, it also is also compatible with stuff like the Ocelot and the Busa, so I guess I can't complain too much there. Though, hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Did red foxes, like, they really manage to get into trees now? Well, I'll be. According to News Scientist, this 2017 article says, foxes seen climbing trees at night to track down koalas. Whoop-de-doo! Yay! Protect the dingoes, people. They hunt invasives like red foxes to make sure we don't have as much annoying shit like that. What else? I would need to have I definitely would have it connect to the outdoors, so... Okay, so now... let's try and connect it with these climbing platforms here. I know I should probably just, like, make my own, but this is for the sake of time. I don't want to be stuck here for the entire stream just making these, so... yeah. That looks good. Yeah, and then they could just go onto there. I could probably try and connect these. This gives me an idea. Is there a way I could probably connect everything as one giant piece, so... this gives me an idea. A wonderful, awful idea. There we go! Now, let's go to... split all groups. And now... okay, let's just now start bridging these pieces together. Okay, let's just rotate this a little bit. Okay, now let's just rotate it a little bit. Looks sloppy, but it'll do the job fine. connect this together. Right there. Yeah, everything there connects a little better. You know what? Screw it. I'm getting rid of these two. Okay, let's just place it right there. One there. There we go. Now it's all connected into one big piece for the koalas to climb on. Yeah, I think this looks really good. Although, let me just move this right there. That's better, yeah. So now, let's also... I know it says Zany Zoo Galore, but I probably should have given the stream a better title. I was a bit scrambling when I set it up earlier this afternoon today. I mean, just today, my mother and I went to a farmer's market and such to get pumpkins and so on for the season. And I also got myself a cactus from a greenhouse. Because because eventually I plan on growing more cacti for use in cooking. Okay, let's see here. Suspended forager. Okay, let's see here. Or painting barrel. I think this will work fine. Again, though, shelter, beds and shelters. I think, like, some habitat bedding would look best here. Yeah, like, a little bit there. A little bit... Again, like, at night, they can come back inside here and sleep. Some there. Oh, that actually reminds me. I could probably... Arboreal feeding platform. 3 meters. Jeez, this thing has. Why does this thing have to be so huge? Probably right here. One here. Not sure if the keepers could even get to that, but it's worth a shot. And especially, of course, one right here. Yeah. Okay, let's go to North America now. Add in more of... Let's also find something that's arid adapted. So, biome, desert. Are you joking? Oh, guess not. Okay. Sagebrush. Part of me still wants to add something that looks native, though, so... But, no, okay, let's just, creosote bushes. Let's add some of those in here, so... That looks better. cacti, a Joshua tree. I wonder if those are those native to New Mexico? Nope, only Arizona, Nevada, California, and a pinch of Utah. Zany. Second. Okay, yeah, this will work fine. So let's get a few of those in here too. Let's get at least barrel cactus. Sure, why not? Place something there. Okay, let's place something right there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Now I just gotta get some more grass in here, or a bit of grass. Yeah. So let's get some short grass here. Okay, let's get some fine soil as well. Again, I probably don't have this correct at all. And again, I'm not opening up the Zoopedia for this, because if I do, there's a good chance it might crash the game. So, that reminds me, actually, let me just save this real quick. Save Team Fortress Zoo, save. There we go. But yeah, let's get a few animals in here now. So, and once that's done, we'll move on to the little platypus enclosure. Actually, I forgot about that now I think about it. So let's actually handle that real quick so we can kill two birds, one stone. So, okay, let's see here. Aquatic and desert. Can we mix those two together? Oh, actually, yeah. So let's quickly. Okay, let's just get this all over with. So, terrain. Okay, so let's do that real quick. And now let's just get to the terrain tool and. Alright, let's try and add something here. Alright, how much is that? That's about water area. Yeah, it should be enough for the platypi. And we'll of course be putting a Those are some stretch textures right there. A small ammo burrow. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What's obstructing it? Okay. Come on. There's got to be something. Something! Right. There. An odd spot to place a burrow, but I think we can obscure it enough. Yeah, I think we can obscure some... Oh, some rocks! I forgot to add rocks here. What am I doing? Okay, 1 second. Okay, temperate biome, temperate. Place it right there. That's better. Alright, now let's actually get a few rocks here real quick and... Okay, let's just place it right there. Yeah, that should obscure it a little bit. So now... Continent North America, now biome aquatics. So let's see here. What can we do with that? Beach tree, yeah, no. We need something like some of these. Okay, let's see here. Looks good. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Mr. Ronapong. Your participation is still appreciated no matter what. Okay, let's see here. Skittle feeder. An odd choice, but I think this will work probably right here. And now let's also get a... Okay, so... Camera... That's odd. Okay, then what is this called then down... Habitat web camera, yeah. Let's place it right... there. And now just modify its spots a little bit. Yeah, that'll look good. So now... where's some lily pads? Oh, maybe it's here. Ah, here we are. Hold on, lily pads even in Australia? I gotta make sure of this to be sure. Also, my ear itches. Nota Nufar from the Eocene of Antarctica. Australian water lily. Okay, northern eastern Australia and New Guinea. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this would work fine. So, let's see here. These lilies will be a good. I can have these lilies serve a good spot here. Let's just now get this. There we go. Here we go, yeah. And now let's just get rid of all this sand. And go to terrain. Oh, here we are. So, first of all, soil. Heavy. That could just be this entire area, like so. And then some light soil around the rest here. A pinch of grass there. Actually, that reminds me. Let's just make all this soil light too. Alright, that should do it. So now let's get like one platypus here and some koalas and the macropods here. And again, like, I'll have to probably change a bit more of the texturing once they're all in, but still. Platypus. Marasmus only gets rescues animals for this. Because I don't want to make because Marasmus doesn't want to make any animal rights activists angry. Okay, let's get the platypus there. Alright, kangaroo. Let's get this one male, this one female. Yeah, there we go. Let's all also get, okay, the wallabies, AK, yeah, let's just see here. And finally, let's get some koalas. Alright, let's select them all and send them right to the quarantine first. And let's let that play out. Meanwhile, let's call this one Koalas and Macropods. And this one we'll call Platypus. There we go. Alright, yeah. Disease risk. Long time, I know. Now I think about it, wouldn't hurt to start working on this area here. Well, the restaurant thing's already been built, so I don't have to worry about that. Rustic bench? Okay, we don't need it to be that basal, so to speak. What looks best? What fits TF2 style the most? Zookeeper bench? Yeah, that looks good, so let's get a few of those there. 2 here. Let's get a few picnic benches. Let's see here. That looks... World picnic bench. Of course it can't be reached by keepers. Twilight picnic bench. Actually, I got a better idea. You know what? You know, if they're not going to even reach it, why even try at all? You know what? Just move this right back down to here. There we go. Even if it defeats the entire goddamn purpose. Conservation picnic bench. I think this looks like this could probably fit in. Also gives me an idea, actually. Is it flex the color or? So let's see here. Let's find it. Where's the basic plant zoo one? Here we are. Wait, can I change the color of this? No, I can't. That gives me a different idea then. Theme, material, all filters, brand, property. Here we are. Flexicolor. There we are. There we go. Which one of these would look best? North African picnic bench.
You wizard, ghost, maggot! Don't make me kill you again, Marasmus!
Okay, let's just go to here and now. Okay, now let's go to here. Actually, let's just let's have to change these one at a time. Let's make this one blue, this one blue, And this one blue. And now let's make the other 3 red. Alright, there we go. Now let's go and quickly take a look here. Quarantine. Alright, our 1 platypus is ready. Let's move her here. Meanwhile, let's get these 3 mighty macropods here. Okay, let's also go to the trash can again. Okay, bins. And I guess I could also start adding in some... I could add in some flower. I don't know what flowers I'll add in there. Run, caretaker, run! Oh, that's not good. Again, I won't open this place up until... Okay, first of all, let's take a look here. Social. Space. Okay, how much space do you need, then? Okay, let's take a look at the size of your enclosure real quick. So, let's see here. It is supposed to be... Yeah, 100. Okay, let's go back to here. Just a rectangle. Platypus. Yeah, so now, let's see here. 180 meters. Oh, I see where I screwed up. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, no. Okay. First of all, let's move some things around. No, we're not planting a cactus in a goddamn tree. God, this is embarrassing. Let's go to concrete then, and now get rid of this. Let's see if we have any more luck with this. What? There we go. Land area. Yeah, it's a little better now. Doesn't look quite as good, though. Yeah, okay, so now... Let's fix this up real quick. Let's just, let's push this down a little bit more. Smoothen it. Alright, let's just, there we go. Let's try that now. Where'd the platypus go? Where's that tiny little... Where's that little rascal at? There we go. Yeah, 8. Yeah, there should be enough. Severe social welfare issues. 20 rich man habitat. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so water jet rocket, submarine boy. Okay, so that's been handled. Okay, that's been handled. So, crowding, I still don't get. Like, this should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't get that. Let's take a look at the navigable land area. 169. What's the size of this? 192. Maybe I'll get used to it. Terrain. Not enough rock. Fix that real quick.
Oh yeah.
2 meters deep. Okay, 1 second. Where is he? Not from the same continent as the animal. Well, what do you want me to... Okay, fine. I'm not going to... Of course, it all has to go. Fuck. I thought... Hold on a second. This doesn't make sense. Let's go over to here. Oh, wait a minute. That I shouldn't actually harm it too much, though, because... Cleanliness... Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about that. I can't let that get to my head. How deep is this? 91 centimeters? Jesus Christ. Need it a little deeper. Hopefully they'll appreciate it. Jesus Christ, how deep do you need the water to be? Navigable land area? Yeah. I don't get... That's gotta be a glitch of some kind. Because I know for a fact that the enclosure here is said to be like 176. Wait. 1 second. How much do you need? Oh, 180! Oh, I see. Jesus Christ. It's embarrassing. Just now. Let's try this one more time. Open up, and now 171. Oh, there's not enough rock, of course. I don't know what to say. Okay, I've backed myself into a corner. This is sadly the best I can do. But anyways, let's take a look here. Let's get the other animals into this enclosure. I never knew there was that much of a size difference in crocodiles like this until now. And again, like this area here would be an area where pyro sharks could have an absolute blast. They could hop in, they could of course climb out by just jumping onto here. But yeah. The average water depth. I guess I could make a quick change up for this real fast. Let's try this. This isn't great, but it'll have to do. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so far so good. Let's see how the macropods are doing. There's one red kangaroo, Rihanna. Okay, so we need some more long grass. Consider it done. Now I think about it, they probably don't need the cactus in here. Grass. Sand? Yeah, okay, actually, yeah. Just gotta get more. Add in more long grass. More long grass. Okay, I guess I could go for a bit of long grass in here. What? Jeez, what's all this? There we go. Let's get some soil in here, too. Because I don't get why there would be. There we go. Yeah, so now let's take a look here. Jesus Christ, what happened here? Polar mechanic stat. These fences look like they're about to collapse. Second, okay, let's see here. Yeah. Are all the red kangaroos and such in there? Let's take a look here. Wait. Why are there... Okay, red kangaroo. Yep. Where's Monty at? Oh, there we are. Yeah, they're inside what's going to be part of the inside enclosure. Honestly, once the stream is done, I'm probably just going to... I'm just going to replace Galore with Australia! Because now we got all the Australian animals in. And at least the koalas seem to be enjoying their new abode. Clipping through their climbing mounts and all that. Yeah, I probably could have added a few more trees, but I think what we have here is still pretty good. Enrichment? Oh, we need some toy enrichment. Consider that done. Toy enrichment. Right there. Oh. Oh. And here we have another koala. Our fourth one is insufficient to cover all animals. Food enrichment. Oh, okay, then. Let's just fix that real quick. Wind chimes. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. Actually, no, they need food enrichment. Okay. Oh yeah, we could just add a few more of these. There we go. So now, hard shelter. I mean, I guess I could add one of these in, but... No, let's get one of the wooden ones. Habitat bedding, large, small. Let's put some habitat bedding here. If they want a hard shelter, I guess... God, it doesn't look right, though. I got an idea. Let's just take this and add some... Let's just turn this around like so. And now just lower it. Get rid of that metal part. And voila! That ought to quote Helltale Mario, that ought to do it!
Europa! Ja.
And everything looks so good so far. Quick check on the other animals before we end up the stream. Salties look good. Manatees. Animals too hot. Well, buddy, you're supposed to be... inaccessible, okay? Let's place it right here. No, right there. You're joking, right? Like, out of context, this looks really wild. Like, platypus is right there. Yeah, looks pretty good. Alright, so that'll be it for this stream. We finally got all the Australian animals in, at least, and got this part. We got about at least a third of the zoo done, outside of the finer details. The next time we visit Zany Zoo, if I don't do any work in between streams, like what happened in this case, we're almost certainly going to next work on, like, the animals that would go in, like, the polar house, which would go here. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. Next weekend, we'll be streaming some Star Wars The Force Unleashed for PS3. And, yeah. Not much else to say. I will see you all next time, and again, I will give you all an update on Combafauna when the update is ready to be released. Goodbye, everybody.